Hello and welcome back to round 5 of the Netrunner World Championships. I'm Juniper.
And I'm Izzy.
Yeah. She, her.
She, they.
Yeah. Excited for more Netrunner. This is the first time I'm going to get to commentate today, so I'm excited to actually watch some games. Yeah.
And I'm excited for this one. Looks like we've got a Sable into Restoring Humanity queued up.
Yeah, somehow we haven't seen a single criminal yet today, which is wild because I believe that almost 50% of the field was criminal. I have the stats, yeah. 48.2% of the field right now is on criminal. And meanwhile, only 8.9% of the field is on NBN, which is we've only seen we haven't even seen any NBN either. That's not really a surprise given there's so few. But yeah, shocking we haven't seen a criminal yet.
Yeah, very excited too. I play a lot of criminal, so always excited to see what people are bringing up.
I'm also a criminal. Ever since Andromeda, I've been a big criminal fan. But yeah, excited to get into it. Looks like we might be starting in just a second.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Just got the announcement. Yeah, round 5 is starting. Let's see how this goes. So yeah, we've got benvelopment on Sable versus cableCarnage on Restoring Humanity.
Both players who have been playing for a really long time. Both very established players. Been a standard on the East Coast. I see them a lot.
I'm not as familiar with the East Coast meta being on the West Coast now at this point, but I've definitely heard of them.
And both of these players are very strong criminal players. I know cableCarnage plays a lot of Sable. If I'm not mistaken, got to play Sable into Sokka at Worlds last year.
Interesting.
Or 2 years ago.
Actually didn't bring Criminal to this tournament. Brought Hoshiko instead.
Always a safe bet. Ben, perhaps best known for their op decks.
Yeah, that explains it. I associate op decks with my local meta, where we have Gordon, who's always showing up with I brought 80 card ob and such. I got to stream that on I got to stream that in the Crown of Servers tournament. It was beautiful. 74 card ob. All right. Looks like we're ready to go. I'm curious what these decks have. I know there's been a lot of very normal, like, I'm curious, most criminal decks I've seen are running Matryoshka?
Yeah, it's been a lot of dolls. Hansei Review pitching something on the RH side, and Icing HQ makes sense against criminal.
And I assume, and taking a credit. Interesting.
Probably the RH credit.
The RH credit. Drawing a card then, I presume, for the last click.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
I'll use this for the mark.
All right, going to be rolling for mark.
I see a Class Act in hand. I think that was the only card I really caught in the runner hand, but honestly, Class Act is enough to just keep a criminal hand a lot of the time, especially into the Jinteki matchup.
So, which symbol is that on the die for mark?
That's HQ.
That's HQ. Okay. Not what you want to see on the first thing. Although it is sometimes safe to just do it. Much less safe against Jinteki, though.
Maybe in hand. That's a lot of value this early.
Starting with...
yeah, Petty Catch makes a lot of sense as a pitch. And the Mamie coming down, Class Act. Yeah, beautiful start. That's so much value for the Kreml game.
Checking archives just to make sure you flip the card over. I mean, necessary for a lot of reasons, but necessary just to double check that you're not going to get blown out there.
And anytime you can do it safely against the RH, like anytime, especially early in the game, keeping a lot of cards face up makes it so much easier later in the game. As the cards pile up face down, it becomes so much harder to go flip the ban up.
Getting that Class Act down early is going to be a lot of card draw, although it does mean you won't be able to use the Class Act to recover from whatever shenanigans Jinteki might throw at you. I sometimes want to save a Class Act just to, like, what's going to hit me? Am I going to run into something am I going to run into Fuji and really want to draw back up or such?
Yeah, there's 2 more in the deck. I always play the first one.
Makes sense. Just good to have. Putting the token on the deck to keep track of whether or not you've used Class Act yet.
Install twice?
Install twice, yeah.
Draw, install twice. Okay.
Turn.
Simple place. A lot of drawing from cableCarnage. Wonder what's in his hand. If it's a rough hand or if he's just searching for something specific.
It depends. Do you have any idea what this RH game plan might be like?
Nope.
I don't know what we've seen today.
I'm genuinely not sure. I mean, I know I've seen a couple of RHs in the past that are going all in on some really wild stuff. It could be... My dream is that it's a really funny Sisyphus Protocol deck. It
I
probably
certainly played
isn't,
one of
but
those
my
yesterday.
dream is that it's one of those. I think the main things I've seen out of RH recently are sometimes that, usually just normal FUT stuff, and then sometimes there's the combo with end of the line and the scoreable or two.
Yeah, see how they run.
See how they run, yeah. Where you can use see how they run to deal 1 damage and then end of the line for another 4 damage.
Yeah, RH is in an interesting spot. Last meta, I would always sit down and expect to see punitive counter sprite. Measured response doesn't quite fit into the same slot in the deck the same way.
Yeah.
You're much more often, I think, now seeing a sort of a twist on Glacier. You're using the Glacier to do something, though, in RH. Like, you need a reason to play it in RH versus an ID that gives you a bit more benefit just of playing straight Glacier.
The deck isn't immediately signaling Glacier, though, with not icing up R&D.
Yeah.
Usually a Glacier deck, you're going to want to immediately ice up your Centrals just to be safe.
Agree. Early Shibboleth, very nice to find. That can be a lot of value in the early game.
So, and then just clicking for 2 credits?
Seems like.
Yeah, interesting. Taking it slow. Wonder what they are looking at where they feel safe taking it slow here. What they think might be in the deck.
There's just very little that could be in the remote, I think, from RH that's worth going and poking that ice for. Like, Criminal, you're probably looking at cards in hand that you don't want to lose to random net damage at this point. You want to have more control. I see there's a Boomerang in there. Like, any of your breakers, they very well might be singleton. You very well might not have the recursion to get them back.
All right, installed something in that server, so now there is an upgrade. Upgrade is interesting. That seems, I'm guessing that's the grid, the Lacosta grid.
Could be.
What I've seen
Makes a lot of sense.
It could be, I mean, it could always be something else. It could be Hollow Man, it could be Anoetic Void, but my
I did
guess
see
is
a Mitra
Lacosta.
Amon in the hand. That might be my guess for it.
Interesting. Let's see, two on Mystic Mamie. Definitely want to play something to start doing stuff with that. It's always scary to start actually running against Jinteki. Like, at what point do you actually start pushing on the deck, start pushing up against it, and suddenly find out that you don't have that you ran into
Gamble
a
is such a
Fuji.
hard pick between at this point in the game. Goodness.
Yeah,
I probably picked the bans for the draw. I've been picking the gamble.
I presume just because take the money when you're only on 6 credits.
Yeah.
Really looking for it. 10 credits, finally feel safe running.
Leaving the Spin Doctor on the top.
Doctor. Interesting.
It seems fair. Like, we're not worried about stuff spinning back right now. The 2 credits is worth more.
Putting down a Carmen. Simple Carmen. So I presume
that makes running a lot safer.
I presume the deck is not on the Matryoshka dolls then.
No,
we're seeing,
no, real breakers. I would expect Chesva then too, probably.
I mean,
which is another reason to bottom.
I expect Chesva from every single criminal.
It's so true,
yeah.
Especially Sable. And it makes another reason to bottom the Baya. You want much more value from that when you can use Chesva credits on the install.
Oh, I didn't notice. We have 3 cards in that server, so it looks like might have been on cableCarnage's turn. Install something on R&D, and then install something in that server. So now on 20 or 15 credits and 3 cards in the server.
15 credits is not that much with 3 face down ice, though.
That's true. That's true.
Bravado or transfer? That is a heck of a pick.
Ooh. Transfer's dangerous, although we did see the Boomerang in hand, so it's safe. So it's some level of safe. But
well, it's safe, but we've got, is it Samaxamoon that can't be broken except by a Fractor?
True, true. Also, it should be noted, I mean, the Corp has 15 credits. At what point do you not care about...
No, it's about getting the 6 for yourself, and depends on your read whether there's going to be tag punishment in the deck. You can probably float 1 tag in this matchup. We saw Pylu do that on stream very carefully earlier.
We see a shuffle back in with the Spin Doctor.
The Bravado with the full Mamie makes a lot of sense. I didn't see which was picked. Looks like the Bravado's in the middle of the hand.
There is at least 1 transfer in the hand, so we'll see where this goes. All servers iced up now. So the thing in that server was definitely a spin then.
Very nice.
Bravadoing HQ without playing the breaker. So we're just
you just end the run if it's a barrier.
Yeah, we're just.
You're worried about maybe 2 net damage.
the Tatibola.
Yep.
Fire.
And there it is. Not a huge deal. You're still getting all the credits off Bravado. Bravado's so good.
Laundering
Makes so
those
much
Mamie
money.
credits, you've got 6 real credits now. And
Let's see. So it was draw.
very often just
pause,
totally happy to
solve,
bounce off a
run.
Tattoo Bola.
Let's see.
Draw. Go.
Okay.
Drawing last click,
Alright.
very reasonable.
Click 1 is
Click 1.
a Hansei review. This
Another Hansei.
5.
A lot of money in this. A lot of money in Restoring Humanity. Icing up Archives. Okay, now it looks like a Glacier deck.
ID triggers.
It's certainly looking that way.
Yeah. Still don't know what's in that server with all of the
Just
upgrades.
shortcut saying
Yeah,
make
yeah.
a run.
Yeah.
As long as it's not a run event.
Yeah.
Start turn triggers. Run
Alright.
D.
Noting, as Ben just said, they'll be shortcutting make a run to mean with Debbie. So just implicitly now running with Debbie to spend those credits unless
Yeah,
it's a
if
run
it's not
event.
a run event, always doing that. Makes sense, makes sense.
I wish Jane let me do that.
There's no restrictions on Debbie that say once per turn or such, like a lot of cards like Hannah or such. So you could just do that without issue. No remote server or anything like that. Seeing a Hermes in hand, that could be really good to get
Finality
down.
in hand? Is that what? No, it's a twinning.
That Hermes in
2
hand
copies
would
of
be
twinning in
really,
hand.
really good to get down.
2, 3.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. Going for the transfer.
So that's here. Okay, so you break it.
Getting in.
I'll bounce the Tatibola.
Uh-huh.
Gonna bounce
Mark
the
is
top of the ball.
R&D here.
This ice here.
So we're not gonna get the mark, but we are gonna get the
And so 3.
Sorry.
we are gonna get the 6 credits and also just get into HQ, which is gonna get to see a card.
And all of this ice, other than the Tattoo Bolas and a couple of small barriers, is probably going to cost like 7 or 8 credits. I don't know if we're expecting to see Cloud Eater in this.
Yes.
But
Cloud
like,
Eater is one of those cards. I'm always one of the fascinating things about Netrunner is how much more dangerous it can be to be in the middle of the bracket than at the top. 'Cause
Yeah.
If you're a top level player and you're at the top of the bracket and you're playing against the other top level players, you can usually know what's going to be in their deck. They're going to make reasonable choices and play good cards.
It's
But if
much
you're
more
if
predictable.
you're in the middle of the bracket, you can run up against cards that nobody expected and they're just miserable
Lacoste
to go
Charlotte.
against.
I draw a card.
You can run up into, here's an ice that's not good to play because it's so expensive, but absolutely destroys you if you didn't expect it. And when you're in the middle of the bracket, there's much more of a chance people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, Lacoste Charlotte going to start making money and drawing cards.
Can you make out what that card is?
Which card?
The face up in the new remote?
Ice archive.
The face up in the new remote.
Oh, it's a Spin Doctor.
Spin Doctor.
Click 3.
That's the third Spin
I'm not
Doctor.
sure
There's one in Archives, one RFG. We'll see if the third one goes back in the deck with that first spin, but we're like getting a little tight on recursion already at this point in the game.
Okay. This is a problem.
In terms of setup here, it feels really even to me. Like the criminal is very nicely set up. Having 2 breakers down, 12 credits is like a very comfortable spot to be. Like the engine here is clicking for the criminal. Hard to keep getting value though. Like we don't have a free run to make. The corp's going to have to res ice soon. I think like as long as that is clicking the advancement into 2 credits turn, that's going to be a lot of value for the corporation that might like out pace the runner if there's not a good way to deal with that. So like that's sort of like the question is how do you deal with that, or do you say like maybe the credit total, like I'm just going to let them res the ice and deal with it with all the tools I have to cheat past ice, and they'll just overinstall it at some point and just let that money go through. But the money is not quite at that point yet where it'd be like, no, just let it go. It's still worth controlling. Part
of the issue is that you know the Tattoo Bola was in hand, and now there's a second piece of ice there. So like that could be very easily be the Tattoo Bola, and you don't have a way through that yet.
And that's my pick for what it is.
Let's see what gets played here.
2.
Putting down the twinning.
4.
Ooh.
Are you running?
I will.
Mark is R&D.
Current server is R&D. Dangerous to run last click. 1 card in hand. Definitely. I don't think I'd run. I mean, you see the anemone, you could just lose out.
Anemone, Fuji off the top. It feels risky.
Let me pay for my stuff and then decide if I'm running.
Okay, 2 cards in hand, so it's technically safe,
Credit
but
for that. Credit
still
for here.
scary.
Yeah.
Are you taking an access with 2 cards in hand against Jinteki?
No.
Yeah, I'll make the run.
Okay.
Making
All right,
the run.
Here we go.
I'll rest Cloud Eater.
Res a Cloud Eater.
Oh gosh. Okay. So Cloud Eater, Sentry, so it can
So
be
it's
broken.
7 credits
Res
to
this
go
turn,
through
trash
it, but we
one
can only
installed
break.
card unless the runner takes 2 tags or suffers 3 net damage. Okay, so 3 net damage kills you. You can't take that. 2
Sort of a
tags is potentially okay if they aren't on tag punishment. You don't know if they're on tag punishment.
If they're playing Cloud Eater, I feel like they probably are. You're only playing that if all 3 subs matter.
All right, so
Unfortunately, if they're not on tag punishment, the twinning's going down. Fortunately, another one in hand, but like
7.
so I assume you're going to let the
Install break, and then I will.
what are we gonna see happen? The tags is the choice if you're not scared at all, but then again, if you let the tags go, you'll lose the twinning anyways.
yeah, well, we have another in hand.
More
We do get a
worrying
click
is-
back when this run is successful.
Yeah,
So we
more-
are going to have 1 click left to deal
More
with this.
worrying
It's
is
not
how
last
many
click.
breakers do you have? Because if you lose that sentry, how are you getting it? How do you have another sentry in your deck? Are you just running one of everything? I would not be running one of everything at this point in the meta, but
Are you just going...
taking the 2 tags, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Alexis 2.
Okay. No
makes
more
sense. Spend the counter while you can.
Stays.
Seeing.
Stays.
Is that Mitra?
All right. I
Couldn't see
believe
what
it
that
was
was.
a second Charlotte, but I'm
Charlotte.
not sure.
1 click left.
Yeah.
Last click. Not sure what you do here. All of the options feel kind of bad when you're tagged like this.
I think you have to clear one of them to not die to double mindscaping.
Okay.
Draw.
Start of turn. I'm gonna do Charlotte. So it's gain 4 credits. Draw
Right.
Charlotte. Mandatory draw.
Although we do know it's not in the top of R&D. So like we have
Sure,
some
sure.
safety.
Yep.
Click 2. I'll
Trash
it.
twinning. Okay, so we're not dying this
Just
turn.
trashing everything. Oh, wow. Clearing the board. Okay.
Card.
Yeah,
No actions, just clearing the board. That's really, really rough. But you are alive. You didn't die. The corp spent 6 credits. You can recover from that.
16 credits if we're really...
Cards I've ever seen.
True, true. And yet the corpse still has 9 credits left.
Most of those cards.
Yeah, but that's like enough to res 1 piece of ice here.
Quick one I'll draw.
Oh, Nuka off the top is huge in this position.
Absolutely gets you those cards back. But you do have to get... The problem is you have to get rid of those tags, otherwise you'll probably just lose them again. Need a way to make money here.
Install draw 3, let the corp trash your Nuka is probably fine.
Take money.
That's fair,
Go.
that's fair.
Yep.
Taking 3 credits, okay.
Charlotte again. Charlotte. Draw.
I would be so scared to do that because he's just still drawing through his whole deck. And if it is tag punishment, if that is what is here, at any moment that end of the line could show up.
Is it 4 in hand?
I believe it was 3. Might have drawn 1. Probably drew 1 with the...
Overwriting the Charlotte.
Probably drew 1 with the... last
Daniela
act on
goes
the board,
down.
I
I wonder
presume.
what's going in. Probably an agenda push here.
Feels pretty safe with the 2 tags and 3 ice.
HQ.
Don't have many tools. Okay, 4 in hand.
I like the HQ mark here. You're not going for archives, and that Cloud Eater is not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, saving the Nuka so we can get the class act trigger with it makes a lot of sense to me.
See, getting that down. When will we see those tags get cleared, if anything?
Honestly, with the runner's tag, like clearing the tags might be game losing. You might just have to say that like until I recover more. Like if the kill happens, the kill happens. I lose if I do this.
Let's see where this is going. What influence have we seen on the corpse side? We've seen 2
Spin Doctor.
spins. That's it. So we still don't know what's in there. Don't know what sort of stuff this deck has. There's 3 upgrades in that server.
Yep.
All right.
The less influence we see, the more I expect measured response.
Or end of the line. Let's see. taking a lot of time to make a choice here. Wonder what... I mean, your options are limited here. I wonder... It's so scary to potentially let that fire. But then again, I mean, if it's a Sisyphus... Oh, going for it! All right, starting with a Tattoo Bola. Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, so it's a question, too, of, like, the other thing with the tags, right? Lie low exists in runner decks. We've got a Nuka, we've got a Class Act, we can dig for that.
True, true.
That is the way to clear 2 tags.
It certainly feels good.
Seeing the no free lunch makes that no likely, but just taking it for the credits makes so much sense to me at this point. Like, if you can't clear the other tag, what's the point?
All right.
How many?
Yes, 2 face downs. Yeah.
Installing 2 ice on archives. That's so much ice. This is almost certainly a Glacier deck, which makes me think it might be Sisyphus.
20 minutes left in the round.
Certainly fun to shove someone through Cloud Eater twice.
Yes.
Well, fun for the corp, not fun for the runner.
Yes.
One?
Yep.
All right. Taking 3 more from...
Finding the barrier breaker.
Oh, sorry. Do you mind?
Yeah, roll them out. That's fine.
Marcus HQ.
Not super helpful still.
Although at this point in the game, I expect there to be 1 or 2 agendas in HQ in addition to the one on the table. Probably
True, true.
1 in HQ.
Depends on how many agendas are in the deck.
I'm guessing 6.
You think just 6? If it's...
Could be
depending-
Sisyphus.
If it's Sisyphus, it's more... It
If it's
depends on
Sisyphus,
what
it's
exactly the
7,
strategy
is that the math?
Possibly? Probably. All right. See what gets played. How do you dig yourself out of this hole?
Looks like the Kurapira in hand. Ooh, and we have a pinhole threading,
Pinhole
but
threading?
nothing to play it on.
I mean, you could go through the Cloud Eater. It's better than nothing. Not
Is it?
fun, though.
I don't think it's better than nothing. I think it's better to hold the card and wait.
Let's see.
2,
Yeah.
All right, playing the Kurapira.
3.
Carpe Diem on HQ. Will we see the run?
I'll make the run.
Oh, going to make the run. Okay.
Yeah, all 3 breakers in the money. It makes sense here.
Yep, and you're forcing the Corp to res things. The Corp only has 13 credits right
Yeah.
now. That's a lot, but if the Corp has to res 1 big piece of ice, that's 7.
Yeah, like it's a lot, but not in this deck.
Yeah, I mean, imagine Corp reses 1 big 7-cost piece of ice. They're not under 5 credits. You can run that other server without much issue.
And like if we're expecting measured response, then you want to just keep
And
10
there it
credits
is. That's
back
8
anyways.
credits right there. For... Which ice is that again?
Microweb.
Yeah.
Strength.
Ooh.
And this is a good microweb round if you have targets. No Cade Gate, just the Sentry.
No face down ice.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That.
Do I want that fire?
Fires? Is that what I heard?
Trying to decide whether to let the
No
microweb
under-res
fire.
code gates.
No.
I already paid to get to strength.
Yeah.
I'll break, and let the last subroutine fire.
Okay, letting the last subroutine fire.
Letting the code get subroutine
Yeah,
fire.
because
Yeah.
there's no
No
code
code
gate
gates.
res on the board.
Nothing.
Yeah. And you need to break the sentry one.
Yeah, I said break.
Break, but there's 4 sub.
Oh,
There's 4
4.
subroutines. Yep, I made that mistake too when I first looked at it. I was like, oh, 3 subroutines.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang 1 more to break 1 more. So now the Corp is on 5 credits, so presumably you might be able to get in. Like, you might even be able to get into that big server.
Do you bounce off a Tattoo Bola here?
Oh, I don't have enough money. It's a game loss.
Oh.
Judge.
This should just be a warning, I think.
Yeah, this should just be a warning.
Revealing hidden information.
Revealing hidden information is like almost certainly just revealing hidden information, especially because that puts you at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
The runner knows that now.
Do you res it and you conceded to a bit of information?
Okay.
Okay.
Silent.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
The runner now knows that that's there.
I didn't think it was a game loss.
Yeah.
I don't think that. Yeah.
That's not an immediate game loss, especially because it actually very much hurts you knowing what's there.
This one?
It is some information that you could potentially use.
You have a Charlotte. That's probably a good takedown, but for
I'm not sure
2
you want to
credits,
pay for that. Yeah, 2 credits when you're on 5 credits, especially because you still have 1 click remaining that you could potentially even use to try and get into that big server.
We've got 2 gambles out, so like how much you're trying to hit the 3rd gamble.
Oh, you have 2 clicks left because you got the click back from
Yeah.
me getting in.
You have $5.
Yeah.
The identity is RH, restoring humanity, making a small amount of money.
Like, honestly, though, with the Corp also on 5 credits, it's a really hard choice, right? Like, because if the Corp scores out here and they're on 2 credits, they need to jam that Charlotte. So, like, you're sort of trading a lot of your tempo for a lot of their tempo, but letting them have it here, keeping both of their tempo, keeping the game moving a little faster, seems entirely reasonable.
Having, if benvelopment has some good way to make money right here, even just like the final sure gamble, that would be so valuable because then you could play that and then make that run. But
Clean getaway archives.
clean getaway archives. Ooh, that's good.
Tatabola?
Break.
Paying
The
1 to break the
tattoo
Tatubola.
money.
You're
Thing, so it's
on 1 credit event stuff. Ooh, that's dangerous though because it's going to give the Corp back credits, which they can potentially
Yep.
use to break other stuff.
We do get a Kurapira counter, which almost certainly matters with that
Yeah.
Atini on HQ.
With the
that we
Atini
should
on
know
HQ
about.
and just this deck definitely running very large big ice.
And before access, I will use the
course.
spin doctor. I will shuffle back.
Going to Spin Doctor. That's 2 Spin Doctors
Spin
removed.
doctor
Yeah, putting 1 back, so
and the face down.
Okay.
See, that's really good though, because as soon as that Tatubola goes back up, I get really scared. Just like, oh gosh, what else is on archives? You can now res something. Previously, you were safe to get in. The Corp had 5 credits at most. Resing anything, you could probably break it. But now, do you have the money to get in? Unfortunately, it does mean that the Corp probably has enough money to res whatever's behind, especially because of the Tatubola on server 1. Definitely has enough money to res everything, keeping you out of there. Still, really valuable to get in there. Just see archives, force the Spin Doctor.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Valuable play there.
I already paid the credit to break this.
Yeah. Okay. I will do Tatabola again.
Okay, going to go for it anyways. So you get the swap. Corp gains 4. Corp is now at 10 credits, so could res like another Cloud Eater or something, which would be really rough.
You were broke just a second ago.
Sorry.
You were broke
That's
just a second
Tatubola
ago. That's just not fair.
complaining that the Corp was just broke and now no longer is.
chat pointing out that I did indeed mean Botu.
Yes, it was Boto, not Atini. We're so used to seeing Atini in games like this.
Yeah.
If this deck isn't running Atini, I would be shocked.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a very good ice. All right.
Yeah.
2 counters on Kurapira. Being able to grind those off of the Tatubolas is really good.
At the cost of fueling the Corpse Econ.
Yeah.
We need to play fast.
Yeah, I know. Just one moment. Go.
Corp is trying to decide what to res here.
I think
What do you
Tattoo Bola might be the best barrier in Standard right now.
Fascinating. I mean, I could see it. What do you think is in that server? I mean, assuming the one thing is an agenda, which I think is a pretty safe assumption, like, what are the other upgrades there?
I think there's a Mitra.
A Mitra?
I will rest this.
Is that a Patrick on cell 1.0?
Is that a Braun? That's an Ansel. Yeah,
I think it's an
I
Ansel.
think that's an Ansel. Wow.
Uh,
Is that an Ansel?
before you continue, I will Mitra.
Yes.
It is an Ansel.
3 credits.
Right, and resing and using the Mitra.
Res.
Can we get Mitra on the screen real quick?
It does. The swap is.
Mitra, whenever runners are approached to protect ice, if you do gain 3 credits, you may swap the ice being approached with a piece of ice from archives or R&D. Okay, so paid to break the so we paid to break the Ansel,
Letting a
ran into the
Vampire
next
res.
one. Then, when the next one showed up, Mitra was rezzed
Did not
to
need
swap it,
Okay.
Yes.
I'll continue.
and now we're running into
A Vampire
a Vampirnira that has
There was
been rezzed.
Vampira Nasa that was swapped
cannot
there.
be broken.
But a Vampire is, like, honestly so often what you want. And it's the
And there's the
Sisyphus.
Sisyphus. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Thank
good
you
to
for
see.
that.
That is such an important steal.
Yep.
I don't know how the Carib Econ, even with Chesvas, keeps up if a Sisyphus gets scored here. Like,
Yep.
Just a cut.
Getting that is really valuable. I wonder. It's got to hurt a little bit to have the Vampirinessa.
and it's a Mavirus.
The virus doesn't do anything. It's got to hurt a little bit to have the Vampirinessa in hand as the ice that you have, because if that had been a number of other things, it could have really, really messed up the runner. But because it's just the Vampirinessa, while it's rough, doesn't really kill them.
4 credits.
Very few pieces of ice kill the runner outright in that position.
Call,
I feel like
and then click
But
through.
like a little
That's
bit more
fair.
damage, and you're at the point where they like have to ask if it's Fuji, I need to jack out.
6, I owe you a card. It's this one. I gain a credit. Go to you.
That
Right.
is 100% the Charlotte that I did not trash.
Yeah.
knowing what it is, couldn't trash the Lacostas. The Corp is immediately going to start getting that money back. The thing about the Sisyphus decks is that they are slow. No matter what is happening, they are slow.
Yep.
Even if you're losing, they're really slow. If they score a Sisyphus, then
It's the nature of
it's just
Glacier.
over.
You don't want to draw more than you need to. You want to just like, honestly, like so often a mistake I see players make in Glacier decks is like they look at their hand, there's nothing to do, so they draw a card.
Yeah.
Just click for credits. Don't draw. The more you draw, the more agendas are going to flood up, and if you're not ready to push, just let them come to you. Put them in the remote as they come, and let them go out naturally. Don't speed up the game.
This one?
It's
10 minutes.
Playing
left in the
Pinhole on
round.
Archives.
10
Oh,
minutes
no!
left in the round.
Playing Pinhole on Archives,
Mandatory draw.
seeing the Sisyphus.
oh, it's not the Charlotte.
It's not the Charlotte. Going to advance the toys. And then, oh no, the Seamless.
That
Oh,
is
and
a
there's the
scored-
scored Sisyphus. Oh. No money in hand, but now there is a Sisyphus scored out. Oh.
Yeah, that's brutal for the
That's
runner. That was
so
such a
rough.
play. I don't think the Sisyphus in hand. I think that was a top deck.
Makes sense. That is awful, awful to see, especially when you had the credits specifically to trash that. And the worst part is if you had one more credit, you could have gone for the Costa grid instead
Yeah.
and trashed that.
6.
That hurts a lot. You still scored one Sisyphus, which helps a little bit, but Krim is definitely on the back foot now.
And 2 credits both sides of the board, but the Jateki is happy clicking for credits, and the criminal falls so far behind if they do that at this point.
Why couldn't I have rolled Archives?
The one,
Quick one, I'll draw.
Yeah.
Getaway is a good recovery.
Getaway's really good, especially here with the 2 credits, because there's not a touchable on Archives, I don't believe.
And even if it was credit, and Getaway gets you there, but like again, a shame not getting.
Credit, Getaway.
No res. No res.
I'm playing around Tattoo Bola here.
Yeah. And
Getting
then
in,
you see
making the money,
Advantage on the
seeing
side.
even more ice. Just the most miserable Glacier deck. Ah. I'm not sure what got Hermes bounced when the thing was scored.
The boat 2 on HQ,
The boat 2 on HQ.
innermost on HQ.
Credit, pass it.
Innermost on HQ. That makes sense. All right.
Yeah, I think at this point it's the Corpse game to lose. The runner has a lot of work to do in this board state. That Sisyphus push was really nicely timed for the scoring window.
There's-
Difficult call to make sometimes having such low credit total to push an agenda, but with the res dice that you have, it's like,
There's still only one ice on HQ and R&D. And while you can ice that up, you have a little bit of time to potentially find something there. I don't know. We'll see what happens here.
there's just so much work to do for the runner. Like if the runner could install the twinning and start charging the twinning, I'd be like, yeah, that's great. But even if you put the twinning down, you lost to the Mamie. You don't have that source of charging it. And you can't because you're tagged still. So like you don't have a way to get the multi-axis engine going.
And having lost the pinhole, you don't really have a way to trash what is almost certainly a Charlotte in that server.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. No, that wasn't a Regenesis into Sisyphus. That was a flat Sisyphus scoring with 1 from Lacosta, 2 advancements, and then a seamless launch on it.
Strength.
It
Of
was
course,
not Regenesis.
the other trick here, 6 minutes left in the round. Depending on when the next agenda comes up for the corporation, if the runner does find a cheeky single, then it's just like, at what point does time get called? Does the corporation
Ooh.
have enough time?
Okay,
The transfer
playing
here
transfer
is really
is interesting.
beautiful.
So going to use the Sisyphus to shove you through that ice twice, which is going to cost a lot, but you're going to get the money back.
There is a res code gate now, so the full microweb matters.
Ignores all cost.
Yeah, that's a lot of cost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sisyphus triggers.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no! Forgot about the Sisyphus
Does that
trigger.
kill me?
Yeah, that does. How many cards in hand?
3.
3.
That might be lethal.
I do see a
Yeah, that's
three-pointer in
lethal.
hand.
Oh no, that's lethal.
That's lethal.
Oh, Forgot about the Sisyphus trigger. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
It's a powerful card. It's incredibly hard to score, but if you actually manage to do it, it utterly dominates people. Solid game though. Well done from both players. Yeah. That one single score of that one single pinhole threading made such a difference and was such a rough thing to see, but really fun
he
netrunner
called
to watch.
that he could push the Sisyphus there. It was game winning. I think even if we hadn't seen the flatline.
Yeah.
Good game.
I'm glad that got on stream.
Really great game though. Great game by both players. Really glad to see benvelopment on stream.
Absolutely.
Really well done. They did an amazing job.
If I let this trash of
It's so hard at that point to know what to do because at that point you're so far, you have to figure out how to deal with the Sisyphus and you're pretty far behind and you have to start looking at all of your options.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a shaper can deal with the Sisyphus being scored. A value Anarch, you can crew it down.
Yep.
Crim does not have
Crim
a good
has
answer.
so few options, especially in a glacier deck like
Yeah,
that.
and so many of your answers are like, I'm going to get through the ice once to make the specific run I need to. Having to go back for it, like your boomerangs are useless. Like so many of your tools, like your Chesvic credits are spent.
You have to completely change how you're playing, and even then it's just to squeeze out barely a possibility of a win. Fantastic game, though. Really great to
absolutely.
watch. Yeah. All right, we're going to go to a quick break while we wait for the next round's pairings, and then we'll be back with one more round to play. We'll see you then.
See you all soon.